Eqstra, or Eqstra, is next. We're going to ask Wayne how best to pronounce this company's name. Remember, they paid somebody lots of money to come up with a rebranding. It's the old business, which I think was called MCC. It's basically a diversified leasing, industrial, construction and mining equipment importer and reseller, as well as doing a bit of its own contract mining. So I think you get the picture. They basically have a fleet of heavy equipment, which they then make available to third parties, as well as doing a little bit of the full turnkey contract mining operations and plant hire and that sort of thing. It came out of Imperial Holdings. So in 2008, they spun it off, listed it on the market in its own right. It's been a tough time for them, though. We'll see in a minute. Market cap has dwindled to about 660.9 million rand. Price earnings ratio of 2.07. Ouch, no dividends. There's the share chart. So you can see it's tumbling. It's about 1 rand and some change. It's really gone downwards in an environment, as one might imagine, where contract mining, equipment hire has not been good.
Just tough. They've written off in Mozambique. They've written off all over the place. They're closing operations.
So just to clarify, when you write off something in Mozambique, that's because you had a contract to do some coal mining for someone, then the company went...
And you had to write off the assets to the sale value.
Or whatever you were owed by the guys you were mining for.
All the debt is also gone.
They're finished.
They've had a very tough time, and they got this Vision 2020, I think it is. And what they're trying to do is to focus the company on a services company, i.e. no open cost. They're trying to restructure the whole company. Now, they might be doing it at exactly the wrong time. Because, I mean, it's difficult to evaluate your future at the bottom of the cycle. In 2006, 2007, you couldn't do better than Eqstra. They just couldn't keep up with demand. So they're trying to restructure it. I mean, they make a point in their financials that continuing operations actually make a profit, and they're growing the profit. But when you take the 700 million odd write-off, or even a billion write-off, I can't remember what it was.
There were two separate ones, because there's also a write-off in the DRC where they're expecting someone.
It's a massive write-off. Look, heavy equipment, everything to do open cast mining, as you said, extremely tough environment, and every second word or every second sentence is cash flow management, liquidity, cash flow management, liquidity. Whenever you read that, you know a company is in big trouble.
Quite a strong position in the importing and distribution and resales of some materials handling equipment. Like they've got the license for Bobcat, for Terex, for New Holland, or some for New Holland.
So that's what they're going to try and focus on now, is being a services company, not actually doing any contract mining.
So there's where you could like lease out to people who do like building maintenance, one of those cherry pickers and that kind of
all
stuff.
Your lifts and your forklifts and all of that. So that's a reasonably good part of the business.
Another thing I noticed, they've got a new CEO. Jan Soutfontein has taken over from Walter Hill, but I stand under correction, because these things are not always 100% accurate. But my recollection was that regarding capital management, Piet Viljoen's crowd, as well as Coronation, had fairly significant stakes here back in the day, and I don't see them anymore. So one of the reasons for that stock price going down is because people have been losing confidence.
This is the true value type of share. You know, if the cycle turns from this starting point, you can double your money easily. But of course, when is the cycle going to turn? And when the cycle turns, they might have restructured the business so much that they don't participate in it.
But perhaps if it is something that tweaks your interest, have a look at the company website, go to the results presentation, go and have a chat to management and see, because this is, as Wayne says, a company trading on a 2 price to earnings ratio. Okay, one last stock to discuss. So that's a not hot on that one.